Marauders, marauders, camouflage, they can't be seen. But you better believe let me.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle. Today we're gonna be talking about the Armadillo.
No, not that one. No, not that one either. So meet the Slaughter's Marauders Armadillo, though it's just called the Armadillo on the box, confusing things since that's the name of a previous similar tank. This vehicle was released in 1989 with some original parts. Yeah, if it wasn't obvious from the name, just looking at the thing, you can tell it's based on the original Armadillo mini-tank. It used the main body mold, but as a new turret. Man, that's a huge rack.
I mean, come on, that is a big rack.
Kidding aside, the missile launchers are the first and maybe the only things you notice on this toy. They're so big it's comical. Like I feel the thing could tip over at any time. That's not the case though, the way it's designed is very stable and is in fact impossible to tip over, so that's nice work I guess.
Okay, I can't really talk about the Slaughter's Marauders Armadillo without comparing it to the original.
The main difference is obviously the new turret. It's a completely new mold, so they could have done anything with it, and boy did they! For me, however, there's something missing. Sure, you've got 6 freaking missile launchers, but I would have liked it if they had kept some of the cannons. Like, not all 4, that would have made it too much of a copy, but maybe like 2? The other main difference is the color scheme. While the original is just light green all over, this one had that typical Marauders camo pattern, though it doesn't extend to the missile launchers. I'm glad they didn't go with the blue parts like on the figures, but kept it the brown and shades of green.
Speaking of the colors,
if you look at the back of the box, or even the front box art of the toy, you'll see they were originally going to have quite a different color scheme. The photo on the back is obviously a prototype, as it's mostly black with a lighter green. It wasn't uncommon for vehicle prototypes to be used for the packaging, and you can sometimes see how they are a little different from the actual product, like the Cobra bunker for example, but here the difference is huge.
So why is that?
Well, I can only speculate of course, but I think it could be because they realized using so much black would make the thing too similar to Night Force, the Toys R Us sub-team that came out the year before and also got more toys in '89. So maybe they changed the colors at the last minute to avoid confusion or to not piss off Toys R Us. Incidentally, the Armadillo is the only Slaughter's Marauders vehicle that has such a differently colored prototype on the box. The Equalizer is just a black and white drawing, but the Lynx has the correct colors. And both box arts better resemble the actual toys. This leads me to believe the Armadillo was the first vehicle they designed for Slaughter's Marauders.
Sheesh, that was quite a tangent. What was I saying again?
Oh right, differences with the original Armadillo. Well, the only other change is that they got rid of the roll bar on the back of the thing, probably because it would get in the way of the missile launcher. Speaking of the back, I never noticed this on the original, but they don't have tow hooks. Kinda weird since G.I.Joe vehicles were famous for having that feature to increase play value by being able to tow lots of stuff.
Anyway, let's finish talking about the toy.
I really like the camo color scheme, but the huge missile launchers are a bit much. I just can't take it seriously. By the way, eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed my Armadillo is an international variant. It's actually from Canada where they use different stickers, like the one with the Canadian flag and the one that's just the word Canada. Others are unchanged, like the neat Slaughter's Marauders logo. Yeah, as an aside, I had to import this toy because it was never released in Belgium. None of the vehicles from that subset were. The figures themselves were released here though. Weird.
As far as other media goes, there's not that much to tell.
Nothing from Slaughter's Marauders made it into the comic, which is sorta weird because most sub-teams did in one form or another. Larry Hama was never fond of Slaughter, maybe that's the reason. The Armadillo was seen in a toy commercial that showed off all 3 vehicles and some figures. I've already talked about the box art, but I should note Footloose is driving, so I guess that makes him the official driver. Yeah, none of the vehicles came with figures.
Because why do that when you can sell them separately to wring more money out of your customers? Never change, Hasbro.
As far as the cartoons go, Slaughter's Marauders were featured heavily in the Deke opening miniseries Operation Dragonfire, so the Armadillo is seen a bit in there, though the whole sub-team is absent from the regular series, apart from Slaughter himself of course, who does get more episodes thanks to the whole deal the wrestler had with Hasbro. And that was the Slaughter's Marauders Armadillo. It had good parts and bad parts. It's also the only version of the toy ever released. though the original Armadillo mold was used a few more times for the modern toy lines.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.
Slaughters, marauders, camouflage, they can't be seen.